Hey everyone, Adam Shaw here from Prefer Media Company. Today we've got another map for you guys. It is a vintage map of Brooklyn, New York that was produced in 1879. It is a bird's eye perspective map in that we get to see the different building architecture, we get to see the ships in the East River, we get to see the Brooklyn Bridge, we get to see City Hall, we get to see the docks, the piers, the traffic on the Brooklyn Bridge, the horse and buggies, the railroad cars off in the distance. We get to see a lot of different details that are on these perspective bird's eye maps. So let's dive right in. We can zoom in and we'll take a look at this beautiful map. We zoom in immediately. We can see, I mean, just the amount of effort and detail that went into this map. The ships in the East River, for God's sakes, have American flags on the end of them, and you can see people, literally, on those ships. We can even see the names of riverboats. Columbia, I'm sure, look up on Google, Columbia and riverboat in East River in New York City, and boy, I'm sure you can get an entire ship's log and find out exactly how many people were on that ship, the people were immigrants using that ship, were dignitaries using that ship. I think you could just look up so much information on that one ship. Here's the Brooklyn Bridge. I mean, look at the traffic and the people on it. I just loaded up, and the architecture is detailed beautifully right here. We can see the ships that are docked on the side. We can see the different names of buildings that are on the East River. Martin's Stores, Brooklyn City Mills, Watson's Stores. Here is Watson's Pier, connected to Watson's Stores. Here's Pierre Pont Stores, Mary Pont Stores. We can see lots of different labeled pier names and stores that are on the waterfront. And I'll just want to briefly show you this legend. Some of these pictorial maps have these legends that list certain buildings, and I'm going to teach you how to successfully locate the buildings and how they relate onto the map. So, for example, East River Bridge, and it's farthest to the bottom of the legend, right here. It's going to be farthest to the bottom on the map as well. So this is the East River Bridge right here, and as you can see, it's practically on the bottom left of the entire cartograph. And as you can see, it's on the bottom left, kind of showing where it is. Another thing is the size of the text. The bigger the size of the text, the bigger the building. It'll help you decipher this. For example, this is a body of water. It's not a building, but it's really massive. And East River, and wants to tell you it's the closest to the bottom. There you go. This is the East River. It's huge. Let's find another example. Brooklyn Heights. Pretty big location down at the bottom of the map, of the entire map. As we can see, this is Brooklyn Heights right here. And it is labeled successfully right here, down towards the bottom. And you just got to go vertically. You go right here. Just line it up vertically. So as you can see, I mean, just how many locations are labeled on this map. It's quite a lot. Here's Governor's Island. It's right here. And guess what's on it? Fort Columbus. That's Fort Columbus, close to the bottom. It's not, this isn't in the middle of the map, obviously, but it just tries to give you some perspective on how to find, see, Governor's Island. It's not exactly in the middle, but it just wants to give you perspective. Here's Fort Collins right here, and it's saying, okay, this is on the island. Just got to use common sense. But, here's another ship, Providence. That's a big riverboat. So, as you can see, it's very detailed. Church, steeples, buildings, railroad. I saw railroad cars off in the distance. This is towards Coney Island. You zoom out. This is Coney Island off in this distance, and you can see just really how far away it is. And this is the Atlantic Ocean right here. It's labeled down at the bottom. We go right here. See, Atlantic Ocean at the top of the map. Guess what? That's the Atlantic Ocean right there. And as you can see in the back end of Brooklyn, not many. It's kind of sparsely populated compared to right next to and across from New York City. But certainly, I mean, talk about detail in this map. Very detailed. Very detailed and a very beautiful perspective. So we at Brevera Media actually have a blog dedicated to New York City and Brooklyn history. We look at articles about, we just recently did one on the river thieves of New York City. We look at the subway stations and how they were constructed. And we look at Wall Street and its history, and Broadway, and the Brooklyn Bridge and its construction. We have many different historical topics that we cover on our blog, and we update a new post practically, I want to say, every day. So definitely check out that blog if you're interested in these kind of historical things about New York City or Brooklyn. You can go to the description. You'll see a link for our blog. You can click it, or you can type in your address bar, http://historicalnyc.wordpress.com. Or just, again, go to the description, click that link in the description, and it'll bring you right to our blog. You can even subscribe to our blog. It's going to be on the right toolbar on the side of our blog, and you can subscribe by email, and you'll get news articles and video and photographs, historical photographs from the early 1900s, or from pretty much a lot of different years of collected photographs of New York City and Brooklyn. So definitely subscribe to us. Subscribe to our YouTube page. We come out with a new video every single day. Comment, like our videos, and I will see you guys soon. Okay, take care. All right, bye.